How's it going, everybody? So for today we're just going to take a quick look at the MSI Vigor GK50 low profile keyboard. Now currently you do have the full size or non-low profile version, the standard version, and that just again works like any normal mechanical keyboard. However, this one you do actually have a low profile version. As you guys can see, it is far lower than the normal mechanical keyboards you get. Now this is honestly not for everybody. Some people do like the low profileness, some do not at all. I honestly do prefer these low profiles for typing. I still don't really like them that much for gaming. I would still rather have a normal mechanical keyboard for gaming, but I do actually like the feel of them for typing. But anyway, the GK50 low profile is retailing for around $80 to $90. Now, there aren't really that many listings online, so yeah, we'll see how many of these are actually going to sell. But anyway, so for the body first, you do have a nice slim body again that is mostly made out of plastic, but you do have this more aluminum, brushed aluminum top plate that does look pretty neat. And then also it does help to shine the RGB a bit more over the keyboard. You do have also this MSI dragon there that's engraved slightly there. Looks pretty nice. So yeah. I do honestly like the design, but it's going to, again, depend up to you. Underneath, you do have just your normal flip-out keyboard feet, but these ones do flip out to the side. No cable raceway and no palm race that you can attach. But now, the biggest feature of this keyboard, again, is the low-profile switches. So by removing these, which you can use with the keycap puller or just with your finger, it doesn't really matter, you do get access to these KL low profile switches. Now they do look entirely different from the standard switches that we get. Instead of having that ceramic stem like that with the plus, you now get these just two clips almost. So you're not really going to be able to buy a lot of third-party keycaps. I haven't really seen any keycaps on the market for these low-profile switches, but maybe you can get them somewhere. Also, included in the box, along with the keycap puller, you do get these additional keys just for the Alt and for the Control, and they do have a more concave curve to them. So if you do like that, then you can put them on the, I think it's just for the left and for left Control and Alt, you can do that, but yeah, it's just the two keys. So travel distance for these, they mostly are kind of the same as the full size version, but they do have a much lower travel distance. Now as for how these switches feel, they do have that nice tactile feel and also the clicky sound. It is going to depend on if you actually like that. I personally do, because it actually, I can actually feel that you press down on a key and it actually activates it, whereas some of the linear switches or like the MX speeds, you don't even know if you press down on the key, which is not the best for typing. Gaming, you just want speed. So yeah, I personally do like them. They do have a nice soft touch to them. I think, again, about 50 grams of actuation force. Same as the standard version, but yeah, it just feels nice to type on. The keycaps are also nice and smooth, and the entire keyboard kind of has, for the keycaps, they kind of have a more subtle curve to them, so your fingers slightly leans into it. It's not that big of a difference really, but I think just the slightly curved, the slightly curvy design does make it a bit better for typing. Now I'm talking a lot about typing, not really a gaming, and this is mostly a gaming keyboard, and the reason for that is just because of the more low profileness. It feels a bit weird when gaming. It feels a bit too low, honestly, if you're going to press down on a key. You don't have that more control over the key. It's a weird thing to describe, but once you've actually used one, you'd probably understand, and that's why they're not really selling that well for for gaming keyboards, and they're mostly used like in laptops. Almost we're seeing more laptops having these type of switches, and then also some other third-party keyboards we're also seeing. But honestly, it's not bad for gaming. I just prefer it for typing, and I'll rather use a different keyboard for gaming. But anyway, let's quickly talk about the RGB, because you do have a few different effects here. Firstly, let's go over the secondary functions, but you do get a few of those. So firstly, you do have all of your media keys up here at the top, your play, pause, skip, and so on, and also your volume adjustments up there. You'll have to use the FN key, which is this dragon, to change that. So yeah, just press down on that. You do have your reset button up here with escape, which just resets everything on the keyboard. You have your MSI Afterburner activation key up here as well. So if you do have MSI Afterburner installed, it'll activate that. And also if you do have overclock applied, it's going to apply that overclock. You have your game mode, Windows lock key up here. And then you do have all of your RGB effects here. You can do this on the keyboard or inside the MSI Dragon Center, but unfortunately mine just kept crashing. I couldn't open it. It said installing SDK and just shut down completely. So unfortunately couldn't show you guys how that works, but yeah, it's pretty standard. So for the RGB effects, you do have 9 different effects you can apply and also turn it off. And to do that, it's just the FN key with the insert. So you have your rainbow wave or rainbow spiral. You can adjust the speeds if you wanted to, slow it down. But yeah, you do have a few different effects. So this is going to run like that. I honestly don't know all of the names. It's on their website, but you do have a few different effects. You got your ripple, all of the different colors. I believe you can also change the color. So that's only red, orange, yellow, green. You have that. Next up, we do have, I just call this explosion, just around each of these keys. You can also change the colors for these, and then also the speeds of these at how quick they fade, kind of like that. Next up, we do have, I believe this is your custom effect, where you can, or your FPS setup, where it'll going to light up your mostly used keys for the RGB, and it's not really going to do anything with the others. You should be able to set this up inside the Dragon Center. So if you want to change it, I believe you can do it in that. Then next up, we do have, this is off. After that, we have our, again, rainbow spiral. This is overlap. So you guys can see it's actually overlapping the rainbow spiral that is going around. And then it actually has the ripple as well. Doesn't seem like I can adjust the speed, however. You have that. Then this is just a steady, so static. Can change the color, all of the different colors. I believe again it's like 7 different colors. After that, you have just your color cycle. You have your rainbow wave, just going from one side to the other. You can adjust the direction as well. So that's going to left to right, right to left, up and down. You can adjust that however you want. And it won't work with all of the effects, but it will work with most of them. Then you also have just the single line going from side to side. Again, you can change the direction if you wanted to. And this is just a single spiral. The other way around. And then we go back to our original effect. You do have your brightness adjustment as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different lighting levels. And you do also have your shadow levels up here. Now, honestly, I couldn't get this to work. I'm not exactly sure if it works with the Dragon Center, but I believe it's going to work with the overlapping effect, where you can adjust the brightness for that, or if it's with your custom effect that you can layer 2 effects on top of each other. Again, I couldn't get this to work. Remember what I did, it didn't really change. So yeah, but that is pretty much that. You do have just lastly a cable, a braided cable with a length of 1.8 meters. But overall, that is pretty much just a quick look at the MSI Vigor GK50 low profile. It's a nice low profile keyboard. Again, it's not going to be for everybody. If you do like the low profile keyboards, there isn't really a lot on the market, then this is something that you can take a look at. Again, I like it mostly for typing. It's okay for gaming. I still just prefer normal mechanical for that. But yeah, if you're into low profileness, there you go. If you have a Mac and you want to have some, still the low profile keyboard, but have something gaming, because yeah, Macs and gaming don't really go hand to hand, then there you go. But anyway, that's pretty much it. Big thanks to MSI South Africa for sending this one over for this quick video. And I will leave all of the links in the video description for you guys to check it out. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I will check all of you next time. Cheers, guys.